Yo, bro, what's up? Welcome back to another day. And I'm making a bit of changes in this videos, which is it's okay to I'll have the updates, I'll have everything that I have to say and whatever that is going on. One more thing that I want to add and spend most of my time is talking about what I'm learning. So as usual, yesterday it was good. Even though it was Sunday, I did get a lot of work done. A lot of did watch Charlie Morgan's video for 1.5 hours. Um, did complete the copywriting video that I was watching and took down notes, and I'll be working on that today. Um, yeah, some other client work, and as usual the daily non-negotiable that I have. So I'll just go through what I have learned yesterday and the points that I want to talk about and the notes that I have taken for both the copywriting and as well as the mindset thing, which is good. Like 2.5 hours, like 2 hours, 50 minutes, almost 3 hours. It's more like watching a movie, but instead of just, entertaining your mind, you are focusing on actually improving your skills and learning something new and becoming more self aware. So, one thing that I have observed from, doing the work for last 3 days without any distraction is I'm able to do or I'm doing a task without any distraction. I just said the same thing. But the thing I want to say is so yesterday I was watching Charlie Morgan's mindset video, and in between I had a lot of thoughts, a lot of thoughts that let's open YouTube, let's open YouTube Analytics, let's go to Amazon, or check this WhatsApp or check this WhatsApp status. But I didn't give my mind to those distraction, and I continued to keep watching this thing which was I was watching, that is Charlie Morgan's video. And same thing with uh, and same thing with the copywriting thing that I'm consuming. So let's all right, so let's start with Charlie Morgan's achieving omniscience. So he mentions, or he says, reality is sum of everything that exists in perceivable universe, and reality exists in its purest form, and which is known as objective reality. So objective reality is unobserved by human. Nothing has meaning. Things are as it is they are, or things are just as they are, and nothing is wrapped by human perceptions, human biases, or human beliefs. And only way can be something, and the only way something can have meaning is by a human to observe it. So he gave a list of multiple examples to help me understand this, which is without human to observe it, $1 million isn't a lot of money or a little money. Same thing with a lot of things like money, $1 million, it's nothing. It's just money at the end of the day. Like from an objective reality, it is just a money. So anything that we use to describe, which is, adjective or, for example, big, small, delicious, tall, happy, whatever that may be, the adjective terms or the ideas are human constrained, designed to give something meaning, to navigate and perceive reality. They are not part of the objective reality. It's our understanding and the meaning that we give it to. So, reality is made up of two components: intangible reality and tangible reality. Tangible reality is component of reality that cannot be physically seen or felt. And same thing with tangible reality, it is component of reality that can be physically seen or felt. Objective reality is the state of thing as they actually exist. Intangible reality, it exists in our imagination, in the mind, and is abstract. Like we cannot touch it or we cannot see it. For example, the concept of money. Of course, you can have $10 bill in your hand, but at the end of the day, it's a $10 bill or just a piece of paper. But you are giving a value to it by saying it is money and it costs this. Same thing with democracy. Same thing with like the concept of democracy. Like you can vote, but at the end of the day, you are pressing a button in a machine. But the concept of democracy, you cannot touch it, you cannot feel it. And for example, he gave a lot of example, which is love, business, psychology, anger. You cannot touch the anger. Uh, for tangible reality, it exists in the physical form and can be seen, heard, smell, and taste. Like burger, watch, dog, clock, tree. This thing, like this thing is tangible reality. This is light. Now, if I say how bright the light is, how less bright the light is, that is the intangible reality. Like I'm giving it meaning and based on my perception and what I feel about it. Reality is observed by human using two things, that is five senses, as I mentioned: touch, smell, taste, sight, and hearing. Second is imagination, memory, and imaginary experiences. These are the two things, like five senses and imagination. Your reality is fundamentally constrained to either your immediate sensory experience or B, your imagination. If you haven't if you haven't perceived it or experienced it yet, it doesn't exist for you. So he gave a really cool example for a person who is living in a remote village in tribal community. He doesn't know the concept of money. He doesn't know the you can make money online. He doesn't know there's $1 million out there, and that is a lot of money that can change someone's life. For him, it doesn't exist. Like for him, make money online doesn't exist. For him, nothing exists because he haven't perceived that thing yet. And reality manifests to us as experience. You are experiencing life as video, just as collection of photos. So you are taking the photos and all the frames that is adding up, it is being saved in your mind as a video or as a movie. It's really crazy. Like we can talk about this in lot detail, but I don't want to you know make it longer. We instantaneously project what we observe in a mind as experience. So there are six dimensions of reality: past reality, present reality, and future reality. Past reality is what actually was, present reality is what reality is, and future reality what reality will be. Reality can be observed from the present only. Like you can go and see the past while you are in present, or you can see or project the future only when you are in present. Like I'll be standing here in the present and I'll see with my imagination how the future is going to be, or what really happened in the past. So as a human being, you your ability to observe reality is fundamentally constrained to your senses and imagination and present moment. If you want to imagine or observe the past or the future, you can only do it through present moment. The first three dimensions fall into tangible category: tangible past reality, tangible present reality, and tangible future reality. What was, what is, and what could be physically. So he gave an example, which is, um, the rooms. Like you see the color of my wall, it is, cream or whatever that color may be. But I can think, and in past, like 1 year ago, the colors of the wall was different. Now it is different in the present moment, and I can see it, and I can touch it, and I can feel it. And if I imagine that my walls are going to be in black color tomorrow, and what I'll do is I'll bring paint, I'll do whatever tools that I need and paint the wall into black color, and that is how I manifest the reality, the future reality, just from now. I just see it in my brain, and that's how the reality manifests. The next three dimension is intangible past reality, what was, intangible present reality, what is, and intangible future reality, what could be or will be abstract. So, yeah, subjective reality. This is a lot. This is a lot to talk about, but yeah, it's almost 1 hour, 1 hour of content. What is this? When you observe, when you observe objective reality, you create experience, and all experience are subjective experience. As subjective experience, a subjective experience is component of objective reality subjected to your bias, your belief, and your perception manifested in your mind. So the same thing, which is objective reality, is there. It is a light source, or you can call it plastic, or yeah, you can call it light. I'm going to observe it, and I'm going to say, oh, this is short, or this is small, this is not too bright. This is my observation, and this is my subjective reality. Some other person will come and see the same object, which is a light source, and say, oh, this is big, this is too bright. And that is his subjective reality. That is the state of thing as human being believe they exist. For me, I believe that it is small, it is not as big as I wanted it to be. But yeah, so just to summarize, objective reality exists, human observes it, and subjective reality is created in human mind. All right, so let's keep it this way. Like, what I'll do is tomorrow I'll start with paradigm, and because I'll be finishing up this video today, and we can talk about this thing tomorrow. But yeah, it's really good. Like in terms of actually, going through this, it is really good. and there's a lot of things for me to talk about in terms of copywriting as well. So I did consume the 1 hour copywriting, 1 hour copywriting module that I watched, and I took the notes as well. And my goal is to, just go through the notes again and speak and yeah, send it to my accent coach as well. It's going to be crazy. I'll be sending these things. So yeah, please, bro, please at least 10 to 15 minutes of conversation or doing this kind of thing is definitely going to improve the way I speak, the way I explain, and get feedback on my accent as well. So killing three birds in one video. So yeah, peace, peace, peace.